Hey everybody, SolarWarlock coming at you guys with part 4 of Spyro 3 Year of the Dragon. The only game where we get to hatch little baby dragons, get to play as kangaroos, and swim in a seashell shore. I know it's not a seashell shore, but yeah. So in this episode we're going to Cloud Spire. No, just kidding. We've already done that. There's only literally one level left we can go to, and that is Molten Crater.
Last, my portal is working again. Come visit me at the Tiki Lodge.
I miss your old, over-the-top Australian accent. Anyways, let's go to Molten Crater. And also, why is it not called Tiki Lodge? Tiki Lodge would have made sense. Now, there are 2 skill points here. One of them we can get this episode. One of them we have to wait till next episode. Next episode? Maybe this episode, depending on how fast things go. But it is something that we can't do yet, and I'll show you when we get there. Yeah, also, keys came back. Remember, they weren't in Spyro 2, but they are in Spyro 1. They are in Spyro 3. And there is another gimmick from Spyro 2 that's going to be in this game. Also, this controller feels weird because I've been playing on Switch for a while. I've been playing a lot of Super Mario Odyssey, really getting into that game. I will LP that for you guys once like a bunch of my projects are done. I don't want to do another Mario game right after Mario Galaxy, because it is technically part of a trilogy, or like, well, a 3-pack set, and I don't know if I want to record Super Mario Sunshine and 64, or if I want to just not do a Mario game for a bit and switch to something else. I have a game on the Switch that's horror-based I want to pick up. I also have Car Mechanic Simulator and a bunch of stuff like that. Then we have Riki the Tiki Dragon. And we've already seen that animation. If it's a new animation, I'll show it. If it's an old animation, I won't. Now, I do believe Supercharge Wall, Assemble Tiki Heads. Yeah, Assemble Tiki Heads is the one we're not going to be able to do. I believe this is talking about Sparks' health. Yeah. This far into the game and you're telling us that. That should all be told to you at the very beginning of the game. Like, within the first home world is when all that information should be told to you. Oh yes, these Rhinox here are obnoxious. Also, I really do like that they kept the little slug enemies the same. Except, they don't do their little, when they die sound effect anymore. Man, this guy's whip range is long. You'll notice, too, that a lot of enemies in these earlier levels are actually harder to deal with than, you know, later enemies. Also, the music here is good. Nothing super special. Kind of reminds you of Magma Cone if you've listened to that soundtrack before. And I know I took a lot of stupid damage, but kind of hard not to. Like, a lot of the, just like, platforming in this part of the level is, I think what it was meant to do is you're supposed to do it in a different way, but I didn't listen or do it properly or whatever. Those guys have, like, red-pink eyes. Makes them look like they're high. Yeah, so it looks like we need like a bird. So we can't get into there yet, and that's where the Assemble Tiki Heads is. We do, however, have Muni bags here.
Spyro, you're just in time. I saw 2 egg thieves run through this door. Well, actually they paid me to guard their hideout, but that's irrelevant. I'll happily let you through the gate to chase them down for a small finder's fee.
Great, how much? 300.
Thank you, Spyro. And best of luck catching those dastardly egg thieves.
Yeah, right. You deserve that. So anyways, we have our first little challenge portal here. What do you have to say, buddy?
Are you the dragon looking for all those eggs? Because I saw a shifty-looking character with one over there.
Why do you sound like you're both like an Easter Island character as well as an Australian? I just miss them being Australians. So yeah, we have the Supercharge gimmick back. Yeah, this is a thing that's kind of like a key mechanic in Spyro games, is the Supercharge. Okay, we did collect all the gems here. Also, am I not gaining any speed on this guy, like, at all? I feel like I'm not. They really did make egg thieves harder to catch in this game, though. That's one thing that they did change for the worst. Not for the worst, but for the worst, because... Yeah, like, look at that. Should have been able to catch him. This is the third lap now. We're finally catching up. There we go. And we have Moira, leader of the, leader of Ironforge, essentially. The Dark Iron.
Hey, there goes another one. He was really fast. Maybe if I activate the Supercharge, you'll be able to catch him.
Thanks, Stony. Your name is amazing, by the way. And you actually need this to get the skill point here. There we go. I was about to say, like, in the original, it didn't show you pickups. The thing with Supercharge in this game, well, in any of these games, is you almost go too fast for the enemies. I do like the music in here, though. Like, the bongos and stuff is just really catchy. I never listened to it with a headset on before. I got slowed down there by hitting that stupid ridge. This is so nauseating, game. You got me stuck again, just because, like, Spyro's maneuverability when he's supercharging is really, really low. And we missed him again because we finally picked up speed. Yeah, I'm coming back for you. And we missed him again. Spyro, like, why do you keep hitting the wall? Bro, I don't want you to keep hitting the wall. Oh my god, is it just gonna keep, like, infinitely looping that spot now because, like, we jump over him every time? Okay, we had to do something to stop that from happening again. I don't remember this part being this hard. I really don't. It shouldn't be hard. There we go. And we have Kermit the Frog. Do you do something new? You're a dog. I think that's new. So we'll let that one slide. Now, for the Supercharge the Wall, well, first of all, you need to break this. I said break that. There we go. Actually, you don't need to... Does it say Supercharge the Wall? It does say Supercharge the Wall, but I'll show you. You don't actually need to Supercharge the Wall. You just need to charge the wall. I don't know why it's a Supercharge. Anyways, we'll collect all this. See, at least the green gems in this level are noticeable. That's one thing that was wrong with Spyro 2. Not only do you get a life for that skill point, but you get a life there too. Oh yeah, we got all our health back from taking all the damage from those whip Rhinox. They were trying to whip us, but they're not gonna whip us into submission. No way. Not today, not ever. Okay, oh, there we go. Just want to make sure we have everything that we can possibly collect in here. And we're done in here. So let's go get the egg for beating the level, and then that opens up a pathway back towards the beginning of the level. And with that, we can go open up the chest and leave.
Take this egg. They were giving them away at the Tiki Lodge last night.
Why were you guys giving away dragon eggs? We have Curly, one of the Three Stooges. Yeah, we've already seen Sneezy once. Get out of here, Sneezy. You're not a 7 dwarf, man. You're not one of the 7 dwarves. Jeez, not a 7 dwarf? What? Let's open up this. They still don't let you skip over this like they did in the original trilogy. And like that, we now have everything except for what's in the bird part. So, without further ado, we will return home with, I think we have over 300 gems, right? Maybe? Oh, wait, no, because we paid money back more than we earned, we don't actually get to see how many we collected. And no, that's not a Reignited trilogy thing, that is just a Spyro thing. If you paid money bags more gems than you gathered and you go into a level even though you just collected gems, you won't see the gem total. See, he's here now.
Let's head on over to the balloon.
Alright, let's head on over to the balloon. That was weird. And now, with this, what we can do is you hop in here, and you go to Midday Gardens. So yeah, we get to go to the next homeworld. Are you guys excited? Are you guys as excited as I am? Because I am super excited. I love this game with a passion. If there was one game, like if you could only have one game to play for the rest of your life, I'd say the Reignited trilogy because it has all three, and it was cutscene.
Carefully, you stupid girl. I'm only going to ask you one more time. Why haven't you disposed of that infernal dragon?
I've tried to scare him off, Your Highness, but he's just not afraid of anything.
Not afraid? Not afraid? Why have I been training you all these years? Use some magic! Here's a spell book. Whip up a monster and eliminate him!
Kill him?
I don't care what you do, you useless brat, as long as you get rid of him!
Okay, let's see what we got here. This ought to do it.
You can't keep me caged up in here forever. You there, get me out of here. This is unacceptable.
You, come here.
Oh my. What the devil?
And so we have it, the first boss. Also, they added Sergeant Bird more dialogue there. Probably because... I don't know. It's kind of like in...
When I heard the Sorceress was planning to ambush you, I got here as fast as I could. No worries though. This wussy green toad will be no match for the two of us.
Anyways, I was about to say, it's kind of like how in Donkey Kong, in Crash Bandicoot the Insane Trilogy, when they introduced Dingodile, they cut half his lines, yet he is a playable character and has a ton of lines in Crash 4, so I really don't understand. So this guy, what you have to do is you just keep charging him until he gets into the lava, and no, lava doesn't hurt him, but smashing his head into it does, and then he'll try and roll around. And no, boss fights I don't believe have... No, boss fights in this game do not have skill points, nor do speedways, which is kind of nice. Yeah, now they have like health bars instead of like... So, Spyro 1 went from having the enemies however many hits, you essentially just push them to the end of the level. And then Spyro 2 had like little balls, like every time you dealt damage, he would lose like a ball of health. And then in this game, they have bars, and yeah, when he's flaming like that, just don't attack him. Though he does like to charge you right after, so you have to time it just right. So as it's wearing off, jump, then charge him. This kind of does look like Sunrise Spring, but a volcano. Like it looks like the dragons had some kind of little base in the middle of the volcano, but then abandoned it. I'm pretty sure in the original, when he put up the fire ring, he actually... Oh, I timed that a little bad. I'm pretty sure he put the fire ring up as soon as he stopped doing this. Not after the first hit you do on him. Also, this guy homes way more in the original. They made him a lot easier here. Yeah, I believe now for the final little bit, he'll start shooting fire. Now, one more hit. Yeah, bosses in this game actually have a lot more health than most Spyro games. Well, I guess technically speaking, Ripto in Spyro 2 had a health bar. Because he was the first one. That phase is actually easier than the second phase. And then he just melts. And gives us Grayson. A guy that I worked with in the past. Ooh, that's new. He created a rainbow. And just like that, we get to leave again. And yeah, those do count as levels, by the way. Now, I can't remember, do they actually transition the background here? Because clearly we're in Buzz's dungeon still. Buzz's dungeon? I think that's what it's called. Now, like I said about Spyro 1, when you took the balloon, it would transition the background, but it didn't do it in the Reignited trilogy. I'm pretty sure they do that here. It'll just, like, flicker, or it'll, like, change the camera angle, and then it'll change the background, I'm pretty sure. No, yeah, see, it just loads into the next level. Probably because, like, with the updated graphics, it was a lot worse. Though, since this game's coming out on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, so we have a panda. Stay here. Yeah, it was Buzz's dungeon. That's not what I meant to do. We have a firefly. These show you what the characters are. So we're gonna have pandas, fireflies, bears, and coffee drinking hipsters. Yay. Oh yeah, now they're... Never mind, homeworlds are always 400. The levels here should have 500 gems, though.
Okay, Dragon. You've managed to survive longer than I expected. But you haven't the slightest idea what sort of dangers lie ahead of you. I suggest you grab your cat friend and whatever eggs you found and hightail it back home while you still can. I'm telling you this for your own good, you know.
Yeah, sure, we're not gonna listen to you. Let's do some swimming. Oh, there's an egg down here. We have Dave the Barbarian. Wow, that was a short and sweet animation. Yeah, half the time I don't skip them because I'm either doing it to check on the... Like, I use them to check on the recording, or listen out for, like, if it's dinner or whatever. But yeah, no, that was just a really short, sweet animation. Oh yeah, I forgot we took damage from the boss fight there. From my own stupidity. Hey, look, it's those rabbits that, that mysterious lady turned, the rhino... Yeah, the Rhinoc. I was gonna say Riptalk. The Rhinoc into... I heard a thief. Ah, yes. Also, I believe this is the first time we have ice physics in this game, too, and that's Icy Peak. There is a skill point there. What is it? Glide to pedestal. Okay, so that's in one of the challenge rooms. Enchanted Towers is the challenge room. Spooky Swamp in the basic level. Sergeant Bird's base is once again in the base level. Remember, the buddy levels, so yeah, you know it's Sergeant Bird now. Subtitles also kind of ruin it because it tells you what the characters' names are. But, yeah, that's, Sergeant Bird, by the way. Anyways, we have Mingus, some Asian name. I really don't have one to... Oh, we literally had a dog one in the same episode, so no, we don't need to watch that animation. Also, I really feel like the skating in this game is better than the second game. And I'm talking about the Reignited trilogy. It was the same in the original Spyro games. Like, it felt the same. But for some reason in this one, it feels way better.
Hey, Spyro! Zoe told me that if we hit that doodad up there, the portal will open. Why don't you try spinning this rock at it?
Alright. I missed that they used to make like a sound. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to aim. Like I said, I'm not used to using this controller. Anyways, we have Enchanted Towers, which is probably the worst level here. A lot of people really like it. I'm not a fan of it. I find it boring. Its color scheme is just meh. It's just overall a very mediocre experience. The rest of the levels here are actually pretty good. Spooky Swamp can be obnoxious with one of its eggs, but overall the level itself is really good. And yeah, I know, I hear you. Oh, there you are. I kind of want to collect all these things before I do... You know what? You're really easy. We got Trixie Tang from, Fairly Odd Parents. Anyways, let's collect all these gems. Oh, looks like we'll need something to break that. We don't have that yet. Either we'll need Super Fire Breath or a Rocket, and we haven't seen either, so... Can't do anything with that just yet. Oh yeah, by the way, Moneybags, kind of like the original game, instead of getting power-ups, you have to free your buddies, and each time you free them, it costs more and more. I think it went 300, then this one's 600, then the next one's like 1,000, and then 1,200, I think. They get ridiculous. And we found out how we're supposed to do that. There's a fire power-up. Also, the first time we have to use a ladder is to get into Spooky Swamp, which actually isn't that spooky. Spyro did a really good job of making it kid-friendly as well as like adult-friendly. It's just really good. That is a really big hitbox. I never noticed that before. Let's collect everything, and we might actually not have enough time to do another level, no. This video is turning out to be a little longer than I was expecting. It's a good episode, but you know. Sometimes I forget to look at the time and I'm like, oh, it's already been half an hour. Oh well. We already got so many eggs that the final level is Bamboo Terrace's launch. I'm pretty sure in the original you couldn't open that. I'm pretty sure, not until you did at least one level here. But then again, I remember the third world being fine to do everything, so I don't know. And this is Country Speedway. There's another spark sign. Yeah, so next episode what we'll probably be doing is Sergeant Bird, Sparks, Molten Crater, and then maybe one level. So maybe like the Speedway or whatever. Okay, so before we do the fire challenge, we're gonna do this egg. Super easy to get to, and we have Modesty. Don't know anyone named Modesty. You're naked. Also, the eyes didn't really match what it was reacting to. I don't know what that was about. I really don't. Yeah, we know what these are. We've used these in every. I can't say every Spyro game. So yeah, you can aim to hit those far away ones. That one should hit, so we'll walk away from it. Oh, good thing I came back here too. There's a red gem. And the final one used to drop the egg. And we have Matt LeBlanc from Friends. But what I was gonna say is, in the original, a lot of challenges wouldn't just automatically bring you somewhere and give you the egg. It would drop the egg with the last destructible object or whatever you did, destroyed or whatever. Now give me all these gems. And 400. So nice. Anyways, we might as well just do this cutscene to get it out of the way.
My good friend Spyro. The Sorceress caught this naughty bird letting off rockets in her fireworks factory, but I'm willing to release him into your custody, provided you pay his outstanding fines.
Sure, why not?
What a sucker! That is, it's a far, far better thing you do today, Spyro, than you have ever done. And, well, so forth and so forth. You get the idea.
Sorry if you heard the can clinking. I was moving it.
Sergeant Bird, 90068. Awaiting orders, sir.
I think you'll have to find your commanding officer for that. Hey, what are those things?
These are the latest military hardware. DBX-9 rocket launchers, state-of-the-art.
So why didn't you use them to escape?
Because I have limited ammo, and I wanted to conserve it. For this. Say, where'd you come from? I thought dragons had all been dead for 1,000 years or something.
Well, the rumors of our extinction were slightly exaggerated. We just wanted a little peace and quiet.
Well, if it's peace and quiet you want, you should stay clear of my homeworld for a bit. I reckon I'll be blowing up Rhinox for weeks. Cheerio!
Anyways, that'll do it for this episode. In the next episode, we'll be doing Sergeant Bird's base, then going back and completing everything in the first world, and then coming back. So you have to do that every time. So when we get to the third world, we'll have to come back here, fourth world, third world, and then after you beat the game, you still have to go back and do stuff. So anyways, see you guys next time.